Naomi Campbell turned to drugs, alcohol during rise to fame. I was killing myself. Campbell was joined by Linda Evangelista, Christy Turlington, and Cindy Crawford in the docuseries The Supermodels. Naomi Campbell candidly spoke out about suffering from substance abuse during her rise to stardom in the 90s. Campbell, now 53, admitted she was slowly killing herself with drugs at the start of her career in the Apple TV Plus documentary The Supermodels. She was joined by Linda Evangelista, Christy Turlington, and Cindy Crawford for the four-part behind-the-scenes look at their lives in the modeling industry. Campbell admitted she turned to drugs and alcohol to help cope with her suppressed feelings, especially when her dear friend Gianni Versus was murdered. Grief has been a very strange thing in my life because it doesn't always show, Campbell explained. I go into a shock and freak out when it actually happens, and then later is when I break. But I kept the sadness inside. I just dealt with it. Versus was gunned down on the front steps of his building on July 15, 1997, while on his usual walk home from a nearby cafe. The gunman, Andrew Cunanan, was found dead days later after an extensive manhunt. He was very sensitive to feeling me like he pushed me. He would push me to step outside and go further where I didn't think I had it within myself to do it. So when he died, my grief became very bad, she reflected. Addiction is such a, it's just a bull's thing, it really is. You think, oh, it's going to heal that wound. It doesn't. It can cause such huge fear and anxiety. So I got really angry. The supermodel said she checked into rehab in 1999 after she experienced a series of traumatic incidents, including collapsing at a photo shoot following a 5-year cocaine addiction. When you try and cover something up, your feelings, I tried to cover that with something. You can't cover it. I was killing myself. It was very hurtful. Campbell also faced abandonment issues from her parents, which she claimed were a major factor in her substance abuse. It does still come up sometimes, but I just now have the tools to deal with it now when it comes up, Campbell stated in the docuseries. I have to think of something outside of myself, something greater than myself. In June, the supermodel announced she welcomed her second child and first son in a since-deleted Instagram post. Campbell announced the birth of her first child in May 2021.